release of the gas from the factory, from the cars. Okay, so it can actually reduce the amount of pollution released by human. Okay, so lesser global warming, lesser acid rain. Okay, nowadays factories, they put a filter. Okay, in the what we call it, the chimney, right? In the chimney they put a filter so that there will be lesser. Of course, there will be carbon release, but lesser carbon release. Okay, so they're trying their best to reduce the amount of carbon from their factory, which is a very good effort. Obviously, they cannot actually make almost zero carbon. This is very impossible, right? Because we use fuel. Fuel will, when you burn fuel, you will produce carbon dioxide. That is the normal reaction. Okay, so what we do, we just have to filter and reduce the release of CO2. Okay, there is a way. Okay, there is a way how to reduce the release of CO2. Okay. Other than that, okay, write down. I'm not sure it's not written in the book, right? So you write down in your textbook. There are examples. For example, you can use, okay, the non-renewable resource. You can change the non-renewable resource to a renewable resource. Okay, for example, what? Okay, electric power can be produced by using a renewable energy such as a tidal wave, the wind, a solar power, instead of using fossil fuels. Okay, nowadays there are power plant, right? There are many wind. Wind, what we call it, the fan, what we call it, cannot remember, right? There are many countries use the wind energy to actually produce electrical power. Okay, also there are many countries use the water to actually produce an electrical power instead of using fossil fuels. They are creating different methods to actually use a renewable resource instead of non-renewable resource. We use water, we use wind, we use the sunlight, right? So 3 things instead of using natural gases. Okay, write down this in your book. Okay, sometimes you might need this. Okay, in final letter. Okay, recycle. Okay, the factory may limit the carbon emission from their factories. Okay, the cars also, there will be filters. Okay, nowadays, and then use renewable resources. For example, using water. Okay, we have hydroelectric plant, right? Hydroelectric plant. So we use water to produce electrical power. In Malaysia, we have hydroelectrical power plant, right? In Malaysia. Solar power also. Okay, in a country like this, okay, with what we call it, sun energy release. Okay, so it is very useful to use solar power to generate electrical power. Okay, right. So wind, not so much. We are not a windy country, right? So certain country will use this kind of renewable resource, right? Okay, so use a renewable resource to actually instead of using a natural gas, to actually limit the use of natural gas, right? We are going to limit the use of the natural gas. Right. Okay, so the fourth one, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, and another one. Okay, with energy consumption rising, it is important that industry, transportation, consumers, okay, in their home use energy more efficiently. This is our attitude lah. Okay, this one is our attitude. Okay, so it means that we are going to use the energy more efficiently. So for example, use carpool. Carpool means what? Okay, share the cars. Okay, we don't want to share the cars, use public transport to the amount of car, okay, using the road every day, right? That is one example. Okay, what else? Save money on fuel bills, and we can also help by making change to our lifestyle and our houses. Also use the use of water, limit water. Okay, limit the use of energy. Okay, when you don't have to switch every lamp in your house, then don't switch, right? The energy that you use in your house, okay, will reflect to how much resources that we are going to be used globally, right? That is meant by that you use the energy brilliantly, efficiently, right? That is meant by that, our attitude. Okay, right. And then lastly, there are any other kind of examples. Okay, this is just a few, right? And then other than that, you can also do ecotourism. What is ecotourism? Okay, you make an ecosystem as a tourist attraction. Okay, we have an ecosystem, for example, a national park, right? We have an ecosystem, for example, a rainforest, a desert, a safari parks. Okay, we make it as a tourist attraction. Okay, how is this helpful to the development, to the sustainable development? Okay, right. Tourists are able to enjoy areas of natural beauty without requiring overdevelopment that might harm the environment. So it means that, okay, we can show human, okay, the natural beauty of the ecosystem, okay, without having to actually harm the environment. So we make them pay, okay, we make the tourists pay, and they can have a look through the ecosystem. For example, the national park. Okay, they collect the money. Okay, they use the money to actually enhance the ecosystem. Okay, to repair the ecosystem, to conserve the animals and the plant. That is ecotourism. Okay, they use the tourism method to actually gain an advantage from it to the ecosystem. Okay, we use the money. Okay, we use the money from the tourists to actually conserve the ecosystem, right? Zoo is the zoo. You call it zoo, right? The zoo is one other examples, but because we are collecting the animals and put in one place. So that is not a very good idea, but also can be an eco-tourism. Okay. The money that we collect from the tourists, we can conserve the organism, right? That is eco-tourism, right? Okay. All of this is a sustainable development examples. You can find any other examples, and then if you have any idea, you can also use in your examination. If you see something like this come out in your examination, I think there's one question. Yeah, I'm giving you tips. Okay, I think for final exam letter, there will be one question regarding sustainable development. Okay, so you can use the examples, right, to answer the question regarding sustainable development. Okay, look at your book. Question number 9. Question number 9, page 59. Okay, page 59. Look at figure 3.22. Would you say the air pollution level there is high or low? Oh, this Lichten's figure. Okay. So what do you say? The pollution in the area, is it high or low? There are yellow lichens growing on the rocks. So what would you say regarding that picture? What about yellow lichens? Soha, Soha?
Yes.
Soha. What do you think? The yellow lichens growing on the rocks. What does the lichens tell us? The lichen is the algae. So the yellow lichens shows what? Soha? The yellow lichens. Here, okay, page 58 would be the answer. You can see from the first paragraph, right? We can use some organism to indicate where there is pollution in the air and in the water. For example, the lichens. Okay, lichens are not plants. It is an algae. Okay, some lichens only grow when the air is clean with very little pollution. Yes, okay, there is pollution in air and water. It will be a pollution, but only little. Okay. Yes, the lichens only grow when it is clean. The air is clean. The pollution is only a little bit. Right? There will be a yellow lichens. Okay. Right. There will be a darker lichens. Okay. Greenish, grayish. Okay. Will be grown on a higher pollution area. Okay, there will be another lichens. Okay, so it is grayish or greenish. Okay, it will be growing on the higher pollution area. Okay, so two different colors, yellowish, and then the other one is grayish, gray to green. Right, grayish lichens. Okay, all right.